So I have to be honest with you guys, a little while back I made a video about Sagle, and I can confidently say it's one of the worst videos I've ever made. Not when it comes to like the filming and editing or anything, it's about the information I provided. And it's not that I didn't put in the effort, it's just I didn't know what I didn't know. So I don't live in all these towns that I film in, obviously, so I have to do my research and I drive around and I film and I try to capture the story. The problem is that Sagle is kind of an anomaly. It's an unincorporated town, and when you drive through Sagle, you see a gas station and some storage units. And if you go down some of the side roads, you see a few houses and rural land. So I figured, okay, well, that's the story here. I couldn't have been more wrong. So to rectify that, I went and spent 2 full days out there. I talked with locals, I interviewed locals, and that'll be in the next video. I drove all around to the different bays, all the different lakes. I saw the true Sagle, and I can confidently say this is gonna be the best video on YouTube about Sagle, Idaho. I can't wait to show you guys this place, so let's get back to the video and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So just like with anything, let's start with some basics. Where exactly is Sagle, Idaho? Sagle sits just 5 miles south of Sandpoint, right along Highway 95. It's home to around 7,000 to 8,000 people with a median age in the low 50s. It's very much a rural community with wide open land, big views, and a slower pace of life compared to its busier neighbor, Sandpoint. You can't talk about Sagle without talking about the lakes. There are quite a few in and around the area, but only a handful that people really use for swimming, fishing, and recreation. Round Lake is one of the most popular. It sits inside Round Lake State Park and is perfect for families. You'll find a swim beach, hiking trails that circle the lake, and calm waters for paddling or teaching kids to fish. Lake Pend Oreille is the crown jewel, Idaho's largest and deepest lake, great for big water boating, trophy fishing, and taking in those classic North Idaho mountain views. Lake Kokolala is another local favorite for anglers, offering solid fishing year-round. Swimming is possible too, though summer algae blooms can limit it at times, so be careful of that. Gamlin Lake and Shepherd Lake are smaller, quieter spots where locals go for paddling, wildlife watching, or casting a line without the big lake boat traffic. Mirror Lake sits tucked into the Idaho Panhandle National Forest. It's undeveloped and peaceful, great for swimming, paddling, or fishing in a more natural setting, with dispersed camping available along its shoreline. Together, these lakes give residents year-round opportunities to fish, swim, and enjoy the water. And for most people moving to North Idaho, that's one of the biggest draws. And just like having plenty of lakes to pick from, you've got plenty of bays as well. Sagle has several, but the 2 most well-known are Garfield Bay and Bottle Bay. Garfield Bay is about 20 minutes from Sandpoint and offers a full marina, RV camping, a boat launch, and a small restaurant, the Captain's Table. It's a popular spot for both full-time residents and weekend visitors, especially those who want a quick access to Lake Pend Oreille and trophy trout fishing. Bottle Bay sits a little closer to Sandpoint on the eastern shore. It's more low-key, with the Bottle Bay Resort and Marina offering cabins, docks, and a restaurant that becomes a summer hangout for boaters and locals. Living here means you're right on the water, but it's still quiet, private, and very much a seasonal community. And right at the mouth of Bottle Bay is a place called Sourdough Point. Unfortunately, it's all private, so I didn't get to go back there and walk around, but my drone did a great job of capturing just how crazy beautiful this place is. Sourdough Point is a serene lakeside neighborhood in Sagle, tucked right on the shores of Lake Pend Oreille. It blends full-time homes and vacation retreats, and even features its own private beach and boat launch, making it a hidden gem for those seeking a quieter slice of lake life. Other bays do exist, but Garfield and Bottle Bay are the most popular for people who want a mix of water access and community. Hey, just a real quick interruption. If you are serious about getting moved to North Idaho and you need someone to help answer the questions that you have or just help you get moved here, please reach out to me and my team at the phone number or email address listed below. Day, nights, weekends, it does not matter. That's why we're here, to help people figure out if North Idaho is the right place for them and help them get answers to the questions that they might have. So if this is you, reach out. Enough of that, let's get back to the video. Of course, Sagle isn't just about the water, it's also about the land. Hiking trails are everywhere. Between Round Lake State Park, Gold Hill, Mineral Point, and Ganlin Lake, there are more than 25 miles of maintained trails just in the Sagle area. Add in Sandpoint and Schweitzer, and the number grows even higher. Whether you're looking for an easy lakeside walk or climb with sweeping views, there's no shortage of places to lace up your boots. Now, one thing you will notice in Sagle is the trains. The rail line runs right along the lake, carrying both freight and passenger trains. Safety-wise, it's not really a concern, but what you should expect is noise. Trains come through day and night, and if you're living close to the tracks, you're gonna hear them. For some people, it just fades into the background. For others, it's a deal breaker. People in Sagle, as well as Sandpoint, know that this is just a part of life, and you either love it or you don't move there. When it comes to housing, Sagle has a little bit of everything. You'll find rustic cabins tucked into the forest, small neighborhoods with modest single-family homes, larger custom builds with acreage, and some high-end waterfront properties. There are also stretches of rural land where people keep horses, gardens, or just enjoy space and privacy. Unlike Sandpoint, you won't find big subdivisions or dense housing. It's spread out, rural and private, just how everyone likes it. One thing that really stood out to me while I was up there for 2 days was just how dense the wildlife was. I've never seen so many deer in one single day. You have wild turkeys and elk, and it's not uncommon or unusual to see moose or even the occasional black bear. Living here means sharing the land with these animals. They're part of the daily life. As for hunting, there's no public hunting land in Sagle itself. The only hunting done here is by property owners on their own land. But head just a bit further north or into the national forest surrounding Bonner County, and you'll find thousands of acres of hunting opportunities for deer, elk, turkey, and more. And don't let these beautiful sunset shots fool you. The weather does get bad up here, just like it does in all of North Idaho. During fall, you're gonna have a lot of gray days with a lot of rain. And in the winter, you will get snow. Having a four-wheel drive vehicle is a must when you live this far north. Having a super long driveway to your house can become a problem, but make sure you get the right equipment or become very good friends with your neighbors that have the right equipment in case yours breaks down. Taking care of each other is just part of being in the Sagle community. Sagle, like the rest of North Idaho, is changing. Population growth is steady, driven by people relocating from bigger cities looking for space, safety, and a slower lifestyle. That growth has pushed home prices up and created more demand for services. But Sagle itself still has only a handful of businesses, a couple of gas stations, a Dollar General, storage units, and a car dealership. For most shopping, dining, and medical care, people still rely on Sandpoint. And as I discussed earlier, Sagle is not for everyone, and here's why. You're not that close to a grocery store. If you live in one of these bays, you're a solid 30 minutes from the stores in Sandpoint. That means planning ahead, making supply runs, and accepting that convenience isn't a part of the package here. The average income in Sagle is around $43,000 a year, but as of July 2025, the median home price is well above $780,000. That gap makes affordability a real issue unless you're coming in with outside income, remote work, or retirement funds. Cost of living is still lower compared to places like Seattle or California when it comes to property taxes, insurance, and utilities. But day to day, it can feel tight, especially with rising fuel costs and the need to drive everywhere. The upside is crime here is very low. Violent crime is rare, and most property crime is opportunistic theft, often from seasonal cabins left empty in the off-season. So while Sagle offers space, lake views, and a slower lifestyle surrounded by wildlife, it isn't built for everyone. If you want convenience, nightlife, or affordability, you'll likely be frustrated. But if you want peace, quiet, and a chance to step away from the hustle of modern life, then Sagle might just be the place you've been looking for. So what did you guys think? Was this a better video on Sagle than ones I've made in the past? I certainly think it is, because I really didn't understand Sagle until I made this video, even after living here 33 years. And that's what I love about North Idaho, is even after all these years, there's still some mysteries to this place. There's still areas that I've not explored. And I love that I'm turning 40 next month and I'm still discovering the place that I live in. Leave a comment in the comment section letting me know what you thought of the video, if you think there were some things that maybe I missed, and I'll try to get those filled in the comments. Or if you think, no, your older video was way better than this, I would be really surprised to see that comment, and let me know why you think that. And if you are serious about getting moved here, or you do have questions about what living life in North Idaho is really like, reach out at the phone number or email address listed below. You have to reach out to us. I don't know how to reach out to you because I don't have your number or anything. And make sure that you follow, because we're gonna put out more videos. In fact, the next video is gonna be interviewing the locals here in Sagle. And then you get to hear what it's really like living here from people that have moved from places that you're probably looking at moving from. And you can get that perspective. And that's it. I'm gonna go to bed because it's super late. Have a good night or morning, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next video.